EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now Newton on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Kamara, the ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this returnable for Rager. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Sanders first carry of the game. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Complete.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On second down, Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 3.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On the ground, this is Kamara. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Newton on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Kamara. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First and goal from just inside the 5.
He's going to keep it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what I think that factored in. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Number 15. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running with Kamara. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strength.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Dancing to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wentz now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. The right side here, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Eagles.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. On play action, Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And down inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Will find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Steps away to his left. He's going to can find it. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Newton now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Makes it.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This one is right down Broadway. And that will knot things up here late in the 1st half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the 2nd half to play.
At the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
The 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fends him off. Forced out to his left. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, it's Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
34-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Newton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Newton. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. Oh, and now some space to operate. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he goes backwards on this this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to keep it again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
To Dallas Goedert.
Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Newton on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Play action. It's Newton. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
From the contact.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Newton looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Newton. That is caught at the 7. As Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What,
it's football. Exactly. They named a game for it. Take care of it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go again with Sanders. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
He'll fire deep for Rager. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the... Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now Wentz. They'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught by Watkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. Down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Saints.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Newton.